If you want to make a ton of money selling on Amazon during Q4, the best time to source is right now. I'm going to show you exactly how I use SellerAmp to create a list of products that I know will be heavily discounted in Q4 and how I prepare. And basically, when these sales happen, I just have a huge list of products to go through. I'm going to show you exactly what I look for in products. I'm going to go over 8 products specifically, why I put them on this list to go back in a couple weeks from now, maybe 6 to 8 weeks from now, and look to see if the charts are good or not. So if you want to know how to prepare for Q4 and what to be putting on these lists, you're going to love this video. All right, so this is the list of products that I've identified as things that could be good to sell during this Q4. I came up with this list basically when I was doing live sourcing. So all the live sourcing videos, when we found stuff that might be potential for Q4, this is that list. And so I'm gonna go through exactly why I like these products. I built this spreadsheet with SellerAmp. So if you want this exact template, click below. There is a free quick start guide. I show you exactly how to set this up. This is the exact spreadsheet I use in my business. And if you want a free trial of SellerAmp, you could get one below as well. So let's just get into it. So I have a huge announcement. Me and Drew are doing a masterclass on how to crush Q4. Not only are we going to show you everything you need to know to have the best Q4 ever, Drew is going to be giving away every single ASIN he's ever sold last Q4 and the prior Q4. It will be the Inventory Labs download. In order to get that, you have to be live on the call. And the only thing you have to do is be in the Advanced Arbitrage Tactics community before Tuesday. If you are not there live, you will not get the spreadsheet, but the call will be recorded. All you have to do, click the link below, join the Advanced Arbitrage Tactics School community, and let's crush Q4. Cannot wait to see you in the call. So this is kind of what I like to capture. I like to capture the date over here of when I put it in the list, the product, all this kind of stuff, and most importantly, the source link and the Amazon URL. So let's open this one. You will see that in the history that I looked at these today because I tried to film this video about 3 times and the sound wouldn't work. So this time around, it seems like it is working after testing. So here we go. So one of the reasons why I put this on the list is I really like the rank. You know, it is super solid throughout the year, which is really nice. And we're going to notice this spike here. We see spikes in September over here, November. It kind of tapers off because we see all these sellers hop on. But we'll see here in December, we're at 67. The price right now is about 55. So we want to do here, 67.00. So we're looking at a $16 profit if we could get this for $35 on their website right now. I think it's at 50, so we need to catch like 30-40% off, which is not uncommon during Q4 or the holiday season. Really like that sellers come on, sellers go off, so obviously very arbitrageable, this product. And you'll just see this currently, and I just kind of like the price spike. So that is kind of the reason I like that. People are definitely buying beauty stuff in the holidays as well, going to holiday parties, office parties, stuff like that. So really, really good pickup. Also a benefit for this, if you are going to do merchant fulfilling, this is going to be super, super light to ship, can go in a bubble mailer. So really good fit for Q4. Next up, Nike sweatpants from Kohl's. I definitely know right now these are priced at $60 on Kohl's. But what I like about this here is I have a note section. So whenever I put something in, I want to capture that note just so I know why I put it in the sheet. I also like the history here. So you'll see I put this in May and drop the link. So the link will be here. So when I come back, even though it's in that spreadsheet, it's still here. So it should be profitable in Q4. Need to use Kohl's tricky math. plus at least 6% off discount. So that's how that product will get down to, we need it at about 33-ish dollars. Kohl's will bring the price down probably to like 40-ish. Then the tricky Kohl's math is you apply 20% because that's what you would get back Kohl's cash. I really don't like doing it that way and don't do it that way anymore because I lost all my Kohl's cash. But if you're ever wondering how people are getting the price down so low, that is how. So why do I like this as well? Solid rank throughout the year. Sweatpants, giftable. People are definitely buying them. They're buying it in the winter because it is cold pretty much everywhere. They're also buying them for gifts for people. I remember like my grandparents always used to buy me clothes and stuff like that. Parents are buying sweatpants for kids, husbands, wives, all that good stuff. So we can see here, we got the price last year. In November, you see it starts to go up. We were getting in the 80s, which is crazy. Quick note here, this is not guaranteed to happen again, but this is what we have to estimate. You'll see here they dropped to 57. They're kind of trending up in price as well. It is back to school, so people are buying stuff like sweatpants and stuff for kids. The offer count is also down right now. We do see a big spike in the offer count in December, but you can see it drops off really, really quick due to volume. So if you were kind of looking here, I'd probably say we're adding like probably $10 to this for sure. I would say in the 65 would probably be the low on this. I would probably price this at like 70 maybe. So you'd be making $16 profit. This is a good one too because you have different sizes, you have different colors. So you have all sorts of stuff here. And then if you also want to kind of analyze the buy box, you can see here in the last 90 days, all the people who have won the buy box. And kind of over here, if you scroll over, you can kind of see the percentage that they won, the average price, and when they won it. It looks like someone got it for 58 12 hours ago. This is kind of cool too, because you see someone got it 56 6 weeks ago, 14 hours ago, someone got it for 61. So obviously this person, you could price higher on this, and maybe the buy box is rotating for that. You can kind of dig into this more up there, but really just like the different sizes and colors. And this yellow line here, you can see a huge spike. You'll see here it normally sells, it's saying 200 a month. Here it is saying 1,000. It definitely sells more than that. And you see that rank drop like crazy in the 2000s. During the Q4. So really like that. I want to be on the alert to definitely check this out. Probably in October, November. Also another thing that is super easy to merge fulfill. They could be on the heavier side, but you really just have to put them in a poly bag and it's really not a big deal. Next up, these Nike Women's Pro training shorts. These are super popular, size medium. Just be careful on these. These could get returned quite often. But during Q4, we'll see. But I put these on the list because this is a super interesting one. Sales rank, again, super low throughout the entire year. It goes down under 1,000 in December, which is absolutely insane. You also see the spikes there. You see sellers coming on, sellers coming off. Let's see what the note, if I have a note for this. Needs to be at least 30% off. Looked like price spiked in November, December. It's at $40 right now. Let's see what it looked like last. So 40, you would have to get these for $22.99. Yeah, it spiked to maybe 40, 50-ish, 49, high 40s. Definitely as more people came on, the price started to go down. But even so, I mean, you want to have a nice, healthy margin when you're doing apparel. So I like to see at least $5, or that's what I would kind of suggest. With a like probably 40-50%. Nike will definitely run these 30-40% off for sure, maybe even 20%. And then usually they have a stackable coupon if you are like in their exclusive club or signed up. So definitely like this a lot. This one is even lighter, so you could also merchant fulfill these as well. Just put these in a poly bag. Super, super light weight. So that's kind of why I like this a lot as well. Definitely like that spike. And then you're also going to see, this is another good one because these are kind of for working out. January is big for people getting healthy. So you might see some more trickle. Looks like it's hard to say whether it popped in January or not. Again, these are just estimates, but you'll see the rank is still really, really low in January as well. And then kind of as January fades away, it starts to go up a little bit. So like that for sure. And you also have the variation aspect there as well. This one. So this is the right hand controller for the Oculus Quest. Like this a lot because it is video game related. Video game stuff is super giftable. People will be buying this for their kids. Another thing that I like about this is adults do Oculus as well. So not only do you have like the kid audience, you also have the adult audience. This is just an insane keep a chart. This is what you love to see. This is kind of an ideal dream keep a chart. Really steady price. You do see price spikes in December. Rank is extremely low. I mean, geez, in the 200s, 300s. Right now, it's in 146. These sell on the Oculus site. Let's see if I have a note here. Maybe I did make a note. So I don't have a note for this one. But this is currently $74.99. I know because I looked when I was filming the other videos. So at this point in time right now, you'd be, it looks like making $12 on this if you got them for $74. So perfect to do a test buy. If you want to do a test buy, make sure it doesn't get returned, stuff like that. But let's just take a look. You could look more in here. Looks like in December you're looking at 124, 119. Looks like a 130. So if you add 124, I mean that's insane. Yeah, we're looking at a $30 profit, 41% ROI, which is absolutely insane, making $30-ish on these. I do know you can only buy one at a time at checkout, which is a big pain in the butt, but people are definitely getting them. So if you have the patience to kind of do that, seller count is on the rise. That's kind of why the price is kind of, but currently it's going down. So that's probably why you're seeing that price trickle up. But love to see this as well. Sellers going up. This green line is the review count. Review count is going crazy. That means people are buying it. And then, of course, we have the Keepa. They're saying 3,000 sold in January, December. Definitely much more than that, but you could definitely see here they're saying only 1,000. So about selling 3x more during the holidays. So one of the reasons I really like that, video games, adults like this, kids like this, so can't really lose on this as well. Also, you want to consider when you are looking at Q4 stuff, break even price is 90, and there is not even 90 anywhere on this chart. So that's what makes it a pretty safe buy as well, in my opinion, just because you could literally, if this goes crazy, you'll see like the spike here. In January, sellers are probably kind of dropping off, or a lot of people got it. Now they're starting to drop off. You'll see everyone's trying to kind of unload there. It's going down to 102, but even at 102, you're still making money. So you're still making what? 102. Still making $10. So you want to test buy this now? Probably don't do that because a bunch of people are gonna watch this video. But I mean, this moves so fast. I just don't see how this gets even low to 90. So I mean, I would price this at 130 for sure. Let's go on to the next one. This is a great example of something that is not Q4 related. So it's not like video games, clothing, candy, stuff like that. People are always like, oh, like what else can you sell besides all these hot toys and Legos? Plates is definitely one of them. One, they are giftable. Two, people will be hosting holiday parties, so they might need more plates or need plates for whatever or just additional plates. And plus, it is people just gift them a lot. Simple. So let's see what I said. It needs to be 40% off. Trying to get 38 for Q4. So I made that note. Let's see. In July, and it looks like it did go up to it's used. I don't know why the used keeps popping up, but it did get to 35. We'll see here in January, 38. I mean, this is kind of crazy for January. I mean, maybe a bunch of people got gift cards, wanted plates. You'll also see the seller count went way down as well, so the price spikes. That's why I like this as well. We're seeing sellers coming on, sellers coming off, sellers coming on. This one you'd have to time pretty good. You'd want to see it on a drop. Right now, that's kind of what you're seeing. It's dropping. This one is definitely more risky because you are seeing some massive drops. But again, we are creating this list so we can see what is going on. This is not like I'm going to buy everything on this list. This is more just like, hey, it is Q4. I want to be efficient. I want to have a bunch of stuff ready to go, a bunch of charts that I like. And if you just came across this plate sourcing normally, it takes you 2 seconds to be like, oh, it's not, let's just say you looked at it right here. And you'd be like, oh, you know, man, it is $20. I need to get it for 16. I'd be losing a ton of money because the break-even price here is $28. So you'd be losing like $8. But if this is what the chart came across or what they'll look like, however you look at it, I always do it to all. I look at it at the year. It takes 2 seconds to be like, oh, this did pop up in price in January, and also December. Let me put this on the list, and then you can make the decision. So I would probably not buy this with a ton of sellers on it, but just know if you could time this right, it could be a good fit. You just have to be comfortable with the risk on this. I don't like this one as much as the Oculus, because the Oculus, that's almost like, I never like to say you can't lose, because you definitely can lose, but that is one that is just so stable and so safe. Based on the history, makes it really hard to lose. So that is this one here. And you might think 30-40% off is a crazy sale, but during Q4, that is, you're going to see at least 30. I've seen Corel up to 50% off, especially different styles and stuff like that. So this is a good one to source. And another thing that I like about this is it is glass and fragile material, which you might be like, why do you like that? It's because a lot of other people don't. They don't want to prep it. They don't want to put in the work to do that. So that kind of gives you a little gate as well. All right, next up here. This is the Glossier Balm Lip Balm. All right, let's see. Right now it is $16. I had a note. Needs to get at least 30% off. Last Q4 sold in the 30s. I just really like the note section because when I'm like looking at this, I might see that this is at $15. I'm like, why the hell would I put this on the list if the price is going to be $11 and it's currently $15? Like, why would you put that on the list? So it's always good to note, like, just write a really quick note of like why you put it on the list, the discount you need. So this way, when Glossier is like, oh, everything's 30% off, you could go into this spreadsheet. That's what I also like about this spreadsheet. I capture a ton of information, and one of them is brand. So I would just sort this in alphabetical order and then see everything I added for Glossier, or if Lego's having a big sale, I'd look at these two sets right away. It just makes it so quick. And in Q4, Speed is the name of the game. This is a great one too. Super light, half an ounce. Easy to merge and fulfill. Put this in a poly bag. Put this in a bubble mailer. Super, super easy. December price, yeah, we see 29 over here. We see 23, 24. So if we're getting, if this is the price, Glossier is you'll definitely get 30% off there. They do a lot of buy one, get one. So nothing crazy, $4 profit, but it is 40% ROI again. But I mean, this is kind of what it's about. Like, these are great products that just are hit you singles. They're ranked great throughout the year as well, super, super low. If you do have to liquidate it, you know, you're not going to have a problem moving it. And you see sellers coming on, sellers coming off. So you'll see here, this is kind of why the price is crashing right now. Just a bunch of people got on this. They probably ran a sale. What is this? In May or whatever. And it probably, you know, everyone's prep center got it in. The listing goes up. And now everyone's like, I bought this. It is August. I need to get out of this. And that's kind of why you're seeing that price go down. Super low risk though too at $11 buy cost. So really like that about that. And again, easy to merge and fulfill, super light. Next up, Lego. This is a really good example of a super lucrative listing that you probably, it's one of those, this is always a good sign too, when Rakuten pops up and you're like, you could save $44 when you buy it on Lego. So this is $54.99 right now on Lego. So I don't have a note for this one, but I saw this yesterday when I was doing a live sourcing video, that the sound got cut off, so we don't have that. But basically you'll see here, this listing was created 37 days ago. So not great. Don't like that at all, because when listing, sometimes Legos, I've definitely had, instances where someone creates a listing, Amazon deletes the listing because it maybe doesn't comply or whatever. I don't know much about this set. If it is a newer set, that could make sense. Just because, you know, if it's newer, obviously a listing was just created for it. It is Star Wars and it is Lego. Lego is great for Q4. Everyone loves Star Wars as well. Lots of Star Wars fans. These are definitely collectible as well. So you have a lot going on with this product. Currently, it is $99. You could get this on Lego right now for $54.99. $21 profit. This is not, I don't know how big this set would be. It is 732 pieces. But you can see here, everyone has it merchant fulfilled. So basically they bought it. If it sells, they will ship it themselves. I think why you don't have any Prime listings on this right now is people don't want to ship it to Amazon because they're not 100% sure whether or not this listing will stand. So they don't have to worry about sending it to Amazon, then bringing it back, and then it could get damaged. So that's kind of why you're seeing this, but super lucrative opportunity. So I put this on the list because I want to see what happens to this listing in about 6 weeks. I mean, on the Lego website, it is at full price. So I mean, on sale, if this price holds, could definitely be a really, really good opportunity. So that is definitely one to be on the lookout for and to kind of watch. Another thing you could do, I know we are kind of doing manual sourcing, or going over Q4 stuff, but if you wanted to kind of see what a great opportunity to reverse source on a listing like this, if people have found stuff like this, you could just open up this storefront and see what else they have. If they're on listings like this, they probably have a lot of other stuff that you could probably catch on to. I would definitely look at what other Lego sets they have and kind of see what they're doing, because they might have some other profitable stuff. Next up, the last but not least, it is another Lego set. Saw this yesterday. Like a lot, obviously Lego is great. You can see here another pop-up from Rakuten. This is $27.99 right now. I put 26 down here because I have a prep center built into that. So right now it is a 20% ROI. It is Disney. Disney Princess does really good, really giftable as well. Let's take a look at the chart. We'll see here it is a huge spike, which is not good right now. This price is probably going to start to go down, probably into the 39s. Yeah, probably right around there. Good rank, solid rank throughout the year. You see reviews. People are coming on and off of this listing. It's 325 days old, which is fine. We see the spike in November up here at 59. It looks like someone tried to push it too much. And then Amazon took away the buy box, which is unfortunate. But I'm guessing people are definitely getting sales in here just based on this. It's Lego, it's Q4. Again, these are just estimates. So this one, again, this is something I'd want to look at in December. Hey, it's 57, almost $10 more. So at 57.00, you're looking at $13 profit, super, super healthy. The break even is 40. You're not really seeing, are we seeing less than 40? Right here, it was $39.99, but yeah, $39.99. This is in February and March, which is not great. So you can just see people are either trying to dump it or don't want to wait out. So this is one where you'd probably, worst case scenario, break even on based on historical pricing. But this is how I determine what stuff. This is why I put this on a Q4 list to look at. I would be looking at these listings in October-ish and November, or as Lego is having sales, or any of these places are having sales. Definitely, it might sound crazy now to take the time to put this on a list or to even look at Q4, but this is how the biggest sellers do it. They are not just sourcing right now, they are sourcing for the future. So when a lot of people source, if you don't find anything that day, it doesn't mean it's a bad sourcing session. It just means maybe you don't have anything now, but just think about this. I probably have a list of about 200, 300 things just from this year, and that I'm going to look at this Q4 because I just do this every day when I'm sourcing, and it's really not a big deal. If you don't, you could just sort this. There's so many different things you could do with this information, but there's nothing wrong with just putting it on the spreadsheet, and then if you don't buy it, you don't buy it. No big deal. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you want a free trial of SellerAmp for 14 days, there's a link down below, and you could save 50% off your first month if you use my code. So I hope you found this helpful. Let me know what you think in the comments, and Q4 is right around the corner, guys. I'll see you in the next video.